Very good morning, everyone, and welcome for today's lecture. So, in the last lecture, we have started the unit number 4, transient response. So, according to Triple P, we have completed the what do mean by the transient response, what do mean by steady state response. Then we have seen the importance of this chapter, why we are learning, or indirectly we are learning applications of transient response, why there is a need of this type of analysis. After that, there will be the central idea. So central idea means what we are going to learn in this particular unit, and what will be the course, what will be the chapter objective or outcome. So at the end of this chapter, what we can get, that is nothing but outcome of this chapter. So everything we have finished. So today we will start the actual content of this unit. So we will start with some definitions. Once again, some definitions will get repeated. So first of all, steady state. I will start with the definition of steady state. So steady state means it is a response which never changes with respect to time. So that response is called a steady state response. So a circuit having constant source. So constant source means suppose you are applying a 5 volt and in the circuit resistor is there, suppose a resistor is of 5 ohm, then the current will circulate and that current will be 1 ampere. So 5 divided by 5 it will gives 1 ampere. So that 1 ampere will never change with respect to time. It remains same until and unless you are not removing that voltage source, the value of current will be remain same. So whatever will be the time, the value of current will remain same, and that response is called a steady state. If you are removing that voltage source, the current suddenly falls to zero, and that also remains until and unless you are not connecting the voltage source. So the value of response which never change with respect to time, that state is called as steady state. So a circuit having constant sources is a circuit having a constant sources is said to be in steady state, in steady state. So I will make it underline. If current and voltage response, if current or voltage you can say, if current or voltage responses in the circuit, in the circuit do not changes or does not changes with respect to time, does not changes with respect to time. So this is called as steady state. So I will give the example. Suppose a 5 volt source is connected here and a resistor is connected. So I will take 2.5 ohm and 2.5 ohm connected in series. Okay, so this will be the simple closed circuit in which when no voltage source is connected, as 2.5 are in series, the total resistance will be 5. So 5 divided by 5 it will gives the current as I is equal to 1 ampere. So 1 ampere current, the current 1 ampere is same for all t. So where t is the time period. Okay, until and unless you are not changing or you are not removing voltage source, the value of current will remains 1 ampere. So such a state is called as what? Steady state. And when you are removing the 5 volt source, so the circuit becomes open. So I will write 2.5 ohm. 2.5 ohm means you have removed the voltage source now. So what will be the current now? It is I is equal to 0 ampere. So until and unless you are not connecting voltage source, the value of current is remains 0. So this is another steady state. Understood? So the circuit which changes from one steady state to another steady state by connecting a voltage source or excitation, we can say there will be change in behavior of circuit. म्हणजे त्यांच्या बिहेवियर मध्ये काय होणार आहे, चेंज होणार आहे. Before connecting the voltage source, the value of current is 0, and after connecting the voltage source, the value of current will be 1 ampere. So whatever this change will be there due to connection of voltage source or response or excitation, there will be change in circuit, and that change is nothing but transient state. That change is nothing but transient state, which converts one steady state to another steady state. So that will be the second definition. So second definition will be transient state or transient response. किंवा उलटा म्हणूया, it will change from one steady state to another state by removing the voltage source. Okay, so both are possible, connecting or removing. So next, transient state, we can consider the behavior of circuit. The behavior of the circuit. The behavior of the circuit. Behavior म्हणजेच काय, voltage change किंवा current change. That I will write. Change in current or voltage. Change in response म्हणूया. Change in response. Okay, in bracket. The behavior of the circuit due to change in one steady state to change in one steady state to another steady state. Due to change in one steady state to another steady state. So that behavior is called as what? Transient state. Due to another steady state is called as transient state. So once the definition or concept will clear, then we can easily analyze, easily understand what do mean by transient state and steady state. Conceptual clear झालं तर तुम्हाला सर्किट अनालिसिस करायला सोपं जाईल. Okay, there will be the different types of circuits: RL circuit, RC circuit and RLC circuit. So one by one we will see. So this will be the second definition. Third definition will be transient time. Transient time. So what will be the definition of transient time? So the time required म्हणा किंवा taken by the circuit, the time required for the circuit, to change from one steady state to another steady state. One steady state to another steady state. So it called as transient time. The time taken or time required for the circuit to change from one steady state to another steady state is called as transient time. So these are the three definitions we have to understand for the understanding or for the analyzing of the different type of circuit here. So whatever the response will be there, that is called as transient response. Now which two, there are the three passive elements RLC. So out of these three these three passive components, the resistor will only limits the current, whereas the inductor and capacitor will store the energy. Understood? Means they will get charged. Inductor also gets charged, and it will save the energy. It will store the energy in the form of Inductor will store the energy in the form of magnetic field, whereas capacitor will store the energy in the form of electrical field. These all concepts we have already learned, we already know in the introduction part of this subject. Okay, so now these are the three definitions. So I will give a note point here. A note point here means what? There are the we can consider there are the two types of responses in the circuit. So one I will call it as steady state response, and second one I will call it as transient response. Okay, so steady state response I will tell steady state response, and this is transient response. So this transient analysis, we can, for transient response analysis, there are the two different mathematical models we can use. One is linear differential equation and second one is Laplace transform. So linear differential equations are depends on time domain analysis, whereas Laplace transform depends on frequency domain analysis. यात दोन्ही मधला तुम्हाला फरक ऑलरेडी माहित असेल. You already learned in the mathematics 3 M3. So what will be the difference between differential equation and Laplace transform? So differential equation is depends on time domain, whereas Laplace domain depends upon frequency domain. Understood? So steady state response, suppose if we are talking about the differential equation, that is linear differential equation LDE, then steady state response depends on the particular integral, particular integral, त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण PI. There will be the two parts will be there in the solution of differential equation. Solution मध्ये दोन टाइप्स असतात differential equation च्या. एक पार्ट असतो कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन CF आणि दुसरा पार्ट असतो particular integral. So particular integral, that is PI, will denote the steady state response, whereas transient response will denotes complementary function, that is CF. हे कन्सेप्ट तर तुम्हाला मॅथमॅटिकल माहीतच असेल माझ्यापेक्षा जास्त. कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन, that is CF. Okay, means CF denotes transient response, particular integral PI denotes the steady state response. So here the T factor will be apex. इथं ट्रान्झिएंट रिस्पॉन्स असल्यामुळे T फॅक्टर अपेक्स होणार आहे आणि दिस विल गिव्स द कॉन्स्टंट व्हॅल्यू. मग स्टेडी स्टेट रिस्पॉन्स म्हणजे काय, मगाशीच एक्झाम्पल घेतलं होतं, either 1 ampere or 0 ampere, means it will gives the constant value, whereas this gives the expression which depends on the factor T. So this is total combined, we can say this total combined we can say linear differential equation or solutions to linear differential equations. So what we will do, we will study this chapter with the help of linear differential equation first of all. Okay, so and then once we will finish, then we can start with Laplace domain, because Laplace domain has more advantage compared to linear differential equation. Linear differential equation ला काही limitations आहेत. So once we can understand that limitations, we can overcome that limitations by using the Laplace transform. So first of all, we can learn with the help of linear differential equation. Then in the syllabus, what they mentioned in the syllabus, they have mentioned the use of Laplace transform. But if you are comparing with linear differential equation with Laplace to solve such type of transient analysis, so linear differential somewhat is easy. Okay, but in the exam, which method we have to adopt, that is a question mark. So whenever the problem will be there, you can use the linear differential equation, and whenever the theory question will be there, you can use the Laplace transform. So I will tell according to that. So according to that, we will cover both linear differential equation as well as Laplace domain, because in the GATE exam also, in the syllabus of NTA subject of GATE exam, these type of problems we can solve using linear differential equation only. त्यासाठी मी तुम्हाला लिनियर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन्स वरनं पण तुम्हाला मी शिकवणार आहे. ओके, म्हणजे गेटच्या एक्झामला पण तो उपयोगाला येईल. ओके, भविष्यात म्हणजे आफ्टर 2 years. So we will start. Can we start with linear differential equation? Okay. So first of all, we will start with RL circuit. So RL circuit means what? Which consisting of resistor and inductor in series. So I will talk about DC response. So DC means what? A simple voltage, DC voltage or DC current. The DC response of RL circuit. So somewhat DC voltage or RL circuit DC response, sometimes we can call it as step voltage or step function or step response म्हणूया. आता इथं voltage signal घेता का current signal घेता, it depends on that step voltage response or step current response. So DC means both will be possible, voltage source as well as current source. So first of all, we will start with uh, the voltage source. So consider a circuit. Consider a circuit. Okay, consider a circuit consists of a resistance and inductor or inductance, you can say, and inductance as shown in figure. Okay, so here I will draw the series circuit, whereas the inductor and resistor will be connected in the series. So this will be the voltage source I will tell, and that voltage source you can consider as a voltage V. So here one switch I will add. The switch will decide what will be the transient time or what will be the change required from one steady state to another steady state. So this will be resistor R and this will be inductor L. Okay. So here a switch is there. That switch I will name as S. So this switch will close at time t equal to 0. Okay. There will be the three types of time. T is equal to exactly 0, t less than 0 and t greater than 0. So there will be the three types of time. T is equal to 0, t is greater than 0 and t is less than 0. So when switch is closed at time t equal to 0, then and then it will get closed circuit and voltage source will be connected to RL circuit, and due to which the current will get circulated. When switch is open, no current will be there. म्हणजे याचा the switch will decides the two steady state. म्हणजे जेव्हा स्विच ओपन असेल तेव्हा करंटचं व्हॅल्यू किती असणार आहे? 0. When switch will close, the current value will depends on value of V, value of R and value of L. बरोबर आहे की नाही? So there will be two types of current. One steady state represents when switch is open, current will be 0, and when switch will close, what will be the current equation that we are going to find with the help of derivation. So this I will call it as current I. This I will call it as current I, and this is called as what? A series RL circuit where we are applying a DC voltage source. Okay, so we will start with the derivation. So assume inductor is initially assume inductor is initially अनचार्ज म्हणजे इंडक्टर वरती कुठलं चार्ज नाहीये, त्याच्या अक्रॉस व्होल्टेज 0 आहे. ओके, assume inductor is initially uncharged, no charge will be there. Now when switch yes is closed at time t equal to 0, when switch yes is closed at time t equal to 0, okay, then current I will be, so how to find out current I? By KVL. So you can find out current I by using the KVL. So according to this current I, the voltage across inductor will be plus minus like this. The voltage across inductor will be plus minus, and voltage across resistor will be plus minus. So when the switch is closed at time t equal to 0, we can apply the KVL. So I will write KVL here. So you can apply in a clockwise direction. So what will be the equation now? Minus to plus, that is a plus V. Next minus R into I. Next minus L into di by dt. Okay, so this is voltage R into current, resistor into current, this is the voltage across resistor, and this is the voltage across inductor, that is L into di by dt. Minus due to, when plus will observe as, then we can write minus. So E is equal to 0 now. So what we can do now, we can consider, we can write, take minus common, L di by dt plus R into I. This we can, if we are taking a right side, it will become like this. Okay, now for higher order differential equation, the coefficient should be 1. So divide both side by L. Divide both side by L. Then we will get di by dt plus R by L into I is equal to V by L. Okay, so this is the equation number 1. So what will be the solution for this, or which type of equation it is? Differential equation मध्ये दोन type आहेत. What is the type of this equation? Anyone? Hmm? Which type of it is? Whether you heard about homogeneous equation and non-homogeneous equation? Am I correct? There are the two types: homogeneous equation, homogeneous linear differential equation, and non-homogeneous linear differential equation. हे आहेत का टाइप? असे दोन टाइप आहेत का? So this equation number 1 belongs to homogeneous or non-homogeneous? Yes, because the right hand side is not 0 here. Right hand side म्हणजे हा. Okay, if right hand side is 0, then it is called as homogeneous. If right hand side is non-zero, then it is called as non-homogeneous. Okay, so I will write that homogeneous equation. So compare equation 1 with non-homogeneous equation. Compare linear differential म्हणतो मी, LDE. Okay, compare equation number 1 with a non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So I will write that dx by dt plus px, इथं काय पण असू शकतं व्हेरिएबल, बरोबर आहे की नाही, is equal to k. So this is called as what? Non-homogeneous equation. So I will write this equation number 2. Am I correct? So this is the differential equation with the type of non-homogeneous. So x is nothing but I, p is nothing but r by l, and k is nothing but v by l. ओके, मग आता नॉन होमोजेनियस इक्वेशनचं सोल्युशन काय? वेअर सोल्युशन इज, सांगा मला, कोणाला आठवतंय का बघा? या नॉन होमोजेनियस इक्वेशनचं सोल्युशन सांगा काय असते? सोल्युशन म्हणजे एक्सचा व्हॅल्यू, एक्स इज इक्वल टू, एनीवन कॅन रिमेंबर द सोल्युशन? Compared to me, you are the perfect in mathematics 3. X is equal to, आवाज येत नाहीये. K into d by dt. नाही. सोल्युशन सांगा पूर्ण. There are the two types, complementary function and particular integral. मीनाक्षी पाटील, you can mute. आवाज येत नाही तुमचा. Okay, I will tell. So x is equal to, so first of all I will talk about this uh, particular integral, that is e raised to minus pt integration of k into e raised to plus pt with respect to dt. Next, plus c into e raised to minus pt. So this is the solution of this above differential equation, that is the solution of non-homogeneous linear differential equation, where now you can put the p is equal to r by l, k is equal to v by l, and x you can replace by I. Okay, so I will write where x is equal to I, p is equal to r by l, and k is equal to v by l. So put all these three value in above equation, you will get the solution for this linear differential equation. Okay, that we will solve now. So put in equation number 2, equation number 2 or 3, 3 nr. So this we can call it as equation number 3. So put in equation number 3. So x is replaced by I is equal to e raised to minus pt. So e raised to minus r by l into t, integration of k is v by l into e raised to r by l into t with respect to dt, plus c into e raised to, this c is a constant, not a capacitor. Okay, e raised to minus r by l into t. Okay, I have put the x is equal to I, p is equal to r by l, and k is equal to v by l. So solve this integration now. I is equal to, this will remain same, that is c into e raised to minus r by l into t, that term will remain same, plus this integration you have to solve now, e raised to minus r by l into t as it is. So this v by l is a constant, take outside v by l. So what is the integration of this exponential term? That will be e raised to r by l into t divided by r by l. बरोबर आहे. Okay, so arbitrary constant काहीतरी घ्या, or it will take constant 0 घेऊन टाका. Actually integration constant काहीतरी value असणार आहे, but take as a 0. So I is equal to c into e raised to minus r by l into t as it is, plus, okay, आता हा l आणि हा l कॅन्सल झाला, e raised to minus r by l into t into e raised to r by l into t, म्हणजे e raised to 0 t झाला, e raised to 0 t is 1. So what is remaining? Only v by r. Only v by r is remaining. So this is the solution of linear differential equation which is mentioned in the equation number 1. Okay, so this will be the solution for linear differential equation that is mentioned in the equation number 1. Okay, understood. So this is c into minus r by l into t plus v by r. So whereas v by r is called as a steady state response, whereas c into e raised to minus r by l into t, so this is called as transient state or transient response. Steady state response, this is transient response. So understood? Any doubt? So some mathematics will be required, M3 specially. So if you are understanding the linear differential concept, then you can easily understand this chapter. So this equation I will call it as equation number 4. Let me equation number 4 म्हणूया. So any doubt in this? काय doubt आहे का? So still we have to find out the value of arbitrary constant C. The arbitrary constant C value we have to find out, and that too we can find out by using the initial conditions. So what is the initial condition? What is the final condition? That we have to understand now, because these two terms are very important while solving the problems of transient analysis. So we will start to continue to find out the value of this arbitrary constant C, or we can say mention in the equation number 4 what is the value of arbitrary constant C, that we can find out. Okay, so we will start with initial condition. Okay, so we are talking about initial conditions to find out the value of constant arbitrary constant C. So what do you mean by initial condition? So initial condition means before closing the switch at time t equal to 0. ओके, म्हणजे स्विच क्लोज व्हायच्या अगोदर काय व्हॅल्यू होते, करंटचा व्हॅल्यू काय होता सर्किटमध्ये, दॅट इज नथिंग बट इनिशियल व्हॅल्यू और इनिशियल कंडिशन. ओके, सो वी स्टार्ट विथ टू फाइंड आउट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ आर्बिट्ररी कॉन्स्टंट सी. टू फाइंड आउट value of value of arbitrary constant C, we have to use initial condition. We have to use initial conditions. Okay, so initial condition we can find out when switch is closed at t equal to 0, then before switch closing, before switch closed, that is t is less than 0. ओके, म्हणजे स्विच क्लोज व्हायच्या अगोदर टाइम काय होता, 0 पेक्षा कमी, दॅट इज t is equal to 0 minus. This is the representation when time is less than 0. मायनस म्हणजे लेस दॅन 0. ओके, दिस इज द सम रिप्रेझेंटेशन, असं आपण लिहू शकतो. दिस इज सेम ॲज दिस वन. ओके, सो t is equal to 0 minus, that is just before closing the switch. So what will be the current in the inductor, or what will be the value of current I? So current I will be 0. म्हणजे स्विच क्लोज व्हायच्या अगोदर करंट काय असणार आहे, व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट विल बी 0. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वन. आता स्विच क्लोज झालं. ओके, when switch is closed at t equal to 0, the circuit will forms closed circuit, but inductor but inductor does not allow sudden change in current, does not allow sudden change in current. So this is the property of inductor. It will take some time to change the current. इंडक्टरचं प्रॉपर्टी काय, इट डज नॉट अलाउज द सडन चेंज इन करंट. म्हणजे सप्लाय नव्हता तेव्हा करंट काय होतं इंडक्टरचा झिरो. मग तुम्ही ऍट टाइम टी इक्वल टू झिरो तेव्हा तुम्ही सप्लाय कनेक्ट केलात की लगेच चेंज होणार नाही करंटचं व्हॅल्यू. इट विल टेक सम व्हॅल्यू, that initial value it will take, after sometimes it will change its current value. बरोबर आहे. So that is nothing but one of the property of inductor which does not allow the sudden change in current. म्हणजेच even though you are closing the switch at t is equal to 0 for some times, म्हणजेच 0 plus, at t is equal to 0 plus the current value, that is I is equal to 0 minus is equal to I 0 plus, so that is also a 0 ampere. म्हणजे इवन दो स्विच जरी क्लोज केला काही वेळापुरता, म्हणजेच टी प्लस वेळापुरता, द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट विल रिमेन्स 0 ampere.